Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 20th Annual State Agency Recognition Awards. Good morning, everyone. Excuse me, I'm enjoying the deja vu for a minute. I'm your host, Eric Mandel, and together today we will celebrate the stars and celebrities of state procurement, all of you here. Do you know that you're all famous and stars? You'll hear more of the stories a little later. Personally, I'm honored to host the special 20th anniversary ceremony. 20 years, mind-blowing. Time just flies. And it's wonderful to return personally to host this event, because for me, it wasn't that long ago that I headed up the Office of Small Business and DVBE Services at DGS. And throughout my years with the department, I personally saw the commitment of state employees to see that small businesses and disabled veteran business enterprises succeed. That means get contracts, thrive. This is work everyone did to see our state succeed, and did they? Today, we have rolled out the red carpet, literally. Enjoy that, people, it's Hollywood. And we've gathered to recognize the work and accomplishments of literally hundreds of state procurement employees and more than 200 departments, agencies, boards, and commissions in order to support the state's small business and disabled veteran business enterprise goals. This event is made possible by the hard work of the Department of General Services and our generous sponsors. To name but a few, the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce. Feel free to applaud. The North San Diego Small Business Development Center. Our longtime friends of Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. And our other sponsors, the AARC and Ops Vets, the California Asian Pacific Chamber of Commerce, the Veterans and Business Network, well represented here, and the Elite Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Business Network. So you can tell who traveled with an entourage today. Thank you to our sponsors for your generous support of this event, and thank you to everyone here in attendance for taking time out of your day to support and honor and celebrate the accomplishments of your state colleagues. So at this time, would you please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Governor's Honor Guard. Would you please remain standing for the national anthem? It is my pleasure to introduce Dee Hardy. He is a rhythm and blues soul singer, born and raised here in Sacramento, California. Started singing at the age of 3 and is now a lead singer with the Hip Service cover band. Ladies and gentlemen, Dee Hardy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for Dee Brown and the band? Please be seated. Here, your hands warmed up. You're going to be doing a lot of applauding. Coffee's kicked in, and it's now my pleasure to introduce the Director of the Department of General Services, Daniel Kim.
So use this? All right. Intervision. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Eric. Good morning to all of you, and welcome to our 20th Annual State Agency Recognitions Award. Hey, how about this venue, huh? Isn't this great? Did you know that they're going to host the Oscars next week here? Yeah. No, I want to thank the City of Citrus Heights for letting us have this beautiful venue to celebrate the SARA Awards. It's a real pleasure for me to be here today. I also want to thank Danetta Jackson, our Business Outreach Program Manager at the Department of General Services, and her wonderful Business Outreach team for creating this incredible event that celebrates the outstanding achievements in small business and disabled veteran business enterprises contracting participation. Thank you, Danetta and team. Yeah. I also want to acknowledge and welcome some of the leadership that we have here today. We have Julie Lee, our Acting Secretary for the Government Operations Agency. Isabel Guzman, the Director of the Office of Small Business Advocate at the Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. Secretary Vito Imbasciani of the Department of Veterans Affairs. And next to him, the Deputy Secretary Keith Boylan of the Department of Veterans Affairs. We have our very own Angela Schell, the Chief Procurement Officer for the State of California and the Deputy Director for the Procurement Division for DGS. We have the pleasure of having Porsche Middleton, the council member from the City of Citrus Heights and the newly appointed board member of the California Housing Partnership. Thank you for all attending. Thank you for your support for this event. Now, the State Agency Recognition Awards gives us an opportunity to honor state agencies and individuals for their outstanding achievements in furthering contracting with small businesses and disabled veteran business enterprises. The state of California supports California businesses and has set a goal to spend 25% of our contract dollars with California certified small businesses and 3% with disabled veteran business enterprises. We're very proud to report that this past fiscal year, the state of California achieved a 3.2% disabled veteran business enterprise participation rate. This marks the 11th year in a row for meeting this goal. That's fantastic. This past year, we also saw the use of individual small businesses increase by 43%. Now, that's a staggering increase that we can all be proud of. Thank you. Unfortunately, though, this last fiscal year, we as a state didn't meet our small business goal of 25%. That was the first time that we haven't met it in the past 6 years. Now, in missing this goal, we're reminded that the successes from years past do not guarantee success in the future. We can't rest on our laurels. And over the past few years, we know that we've been deeply affected as a state by the wildfires, and our procurement functions have been impacted with multi-million-dollar emergency contracts necessary to procure goods and services to help our communities recover. Now, these emergency contracts may be the reason, but they can't be an excuse for why we didn't meet our small business participation goals. Natural disasters are going to continue to affect California. So we must explore new opportunities for procurements that are going to support efforts for recovery, but also ensure that we hit our spending goals for small businesses and disabled veteran business enterprises. Moving forward, DGS will work very closely with departments that respond to these emergencies so that we can create strategies together to include small businesses and disabled veteran business enterprises in future natural disaster prevention and recovery plans. We're going to do that, and we're going to succeed. And that's in the future, but today we are going to celebrate the successes that we have collectively achieved in the state. Many departments here today have achieved excellence through their efforts and commitments to the state's targeted businesses. Today, we honor departments and agencies that exceeded the state's small business and disabled veteran business enterprise goals, as well as the advocates, the leaders, and the partners who've worked so hard to contribute to that success. Together, we will rise to the challenge of improving participation in state contracting for small businesses and disabled veteran business enterprises. Thank you, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you again to Director Kim for your work and support and inspiration to all of us to achieve great remarks. So at this time, what do you think of this facility, folks? Beautiful. We have a gracious host here who joins us, hostess in this case. And at this time, I'd like to introduce somebody who was introduced briefly before, Porsche Middleton, who is council member of the city of Citrus Heights, and she's going to grace us with some words of welcome. Porsche Middleton.
Good morning. As you all know, I am a council member here in Citrus Heights. We are honored and deeply, deeply grateful to have you come here and grace us with your presence here for the great work you've done for the state of California for your 20th annual State Agency Recognition Awards. On behalf of the city, we're honored to have you here. And as a member of the council, I realize that we have a lot of people that work for us, and sometimes we can become so focused on accomplishing organizational goals that we forget the people that make them happy. I thank you all for coming here and taking time to not only dedicate to making sure the state of California is the best place to be for small businesses, for veterans, for everyone. And I also wish you for great success in the next 20 years to come. Thank you so much for allowing our city to be a part of this process.